So, Team Construct here with another deck profile. We've got Mitch Harris, who Mitch, just tell us about your past couple of days of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Alright, so 2 days ago at Good Games in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, in a 48-man event, it was a winner box. I went undefeated in Swiss, which was 6 rounds, and then cut to top 8, lost to top 4 with this deck. And then today I went undefeated 3-0 at our original Werribee Locals, which is much worse.
What deck were you playing throughout the two events?
I was playing BA with the Speedroid engine, no Phantom Knights, because I don't have them, basically.
We'll get straight into the profile.
Alright, so one tour guide, like you can't not play one tour guide. That's one of the best cards in the deck, pretty staple obviously. 3-1 Warrior. I love this card as well, just because it's good for deck thin if you want, and just keeping your BAs alive in the hand, on the field. There's just nothing wrong with it, unless you want them to die, which is rare, but most of the time not really. And then for the Speedrun engine, I played 3 Terratop and 1 Tombo. This engine is just so good for BA. It's literally a free Dante if you open Terratop. And just, yeah, the only times where I've had an issue with it is when I've opened up this card. And it's just...
How often did you find yourself opening up Tombo?
Well, I lost in top 4 just because I opened this card in both games. And then today I actually opened all 4 of these cards once, but I still won the game because my opponent had no cards, and he's a bad player.
That's fair.
No, I kid, he's alright. And then for hand traps, I played 3 Maxi. I just love the card. I feel like this deck wants you to just power through your deck. With a lot of, Pepe and whatnot players here, that's just like what the hand trap that I like. I don't really like Veiler as much, just because I prefer drawing. I don't mind letting their effects go through, basically. And then with the BAs, 3 Sakam, 2 Sir, and a Graph, obviously. Standard, like nothing much to say about that. 2 Fafa, because Beatrice is OP, banish their card in their turn. On Pepe, you do it on Luster, you win.
Beatrice,
that's how it works.
Think Beatrice is the best card in the format?
I don't think it's the best card in the format. I think it's one of the best, though. I reckon there probably are better cards.
That's fair.
And then for one-ofs, 1 Alec to negate during my opponent's turn, Baba to Baba for game, and Jack would want me to do it.
That's so good.
1 Libic just to summon from hand, and just an additional name. There's not much to say about it. 1 Calcab, again during my opponent's turn with Beatrice, return their sets. Really good with anti-spell as well. Means that my opponent can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I love that. 1 Rubik, just because I play Virgil due to Beatrice, and I figured I might as well play Rubik.
Fair.
Yeah. And now the spells, I played just the 6. 3 Twin Twisters, because BA monsters get their effects in the grave, and that's really good. So, it's pretty obvious to play this card at least 2, but I like 3, because I don't like back row.
Prefer that over MSC?
In terms of this deck, I definitely prefer it over the Thingo, but overall, in any other deck, I would probably most likely prefer MSC. And then I played Regeki and Dark Hole, just because I enjoy going second in this format. Well, unless I want to go first, set up a Beatrice in the matchup, but I really like going second, and they're there for when I do. And if they don't make up number 38, I win against Pepe because of this card.
How do you feel about running Dark Hole in that deck?
Dark Hole, I don't run it just because they're BAs. I run it because of how I like to go. If I'm going second, I like to have the option there. Like, even if I was playing a deck that didn't float, I'd probably still play the Dark Hole. I really like the card. And then my last spell was a Foolish Burial.
You can combo heavy with the Foolish.
It's a send, yeah, there's not really much to say about this card. Obviously you play it.
Just go off tits with it.
Basically. For the traps, 3 anti-spell, because I don't like my opponent playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And it wrecks a fair amount of the decks of the format, except for the mirror.
How do you find maining anti-spell fragrance?
Originally I sided it when my mate told me to main it, and I figured that there were so many games when I played in that first tournament I played with it, which was not the one I top 4'd, it was the one before that, which I didn't do as well. And I realised that I should try it in the main, and just once I tried it in the main, it worked. Like, that was literally it. It won me games against Pepe and Magicians, a game against Magicians, and then it slows down Cosmo enough for me to kill them the next turn.
Which is interesting because the last profile we did that ran that main board, he went 0-3.
What?
He went X2.
Don't trigger the cameraman.
I don't remember this.
The BA player.
Oh yes, our other BA player who main 3 went 0-3 at the locals, but I'm a better
He
BA
came
player,
last
so
as well.
yeah.
He never went 0-3. He went 1 and 2. You fucktard.
He still came last.
When you're
Alright.
triggering, you're speaking
Next trap, 2 Horn of Heavens, because I again don't like my opponent playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Plus a gold.
Negate a normal summon and most decks it's GG, such as Monarchs.
So good.
It's just a really good card. The tribute is free because you just tribute a graph or whatever you want. The last 2-off trap is 2 Traveler. Card is just so good.
That's one of the best cards in the deck.
It's a really good card. Just with Beatrice as well, you can just, if they kill your Beatrice, you can just send Graph to send Sir to send Skarm, or to summon back Skarm, and then Skarm will die if you like have Beatrice on the board, and then end phase you just Traveler, summon them all back if they kill your Beatrice for some reason, and just get all the cards. And this is after your Skarm search as well, so like so many cards. And then I played 3 1-offs, Warning, Breakthrough, Vanities. Cards all did their job. Not much to say about these.
Don't have to
Vanities wrecked a guy in my second round, I believe it was. Actually, it was first round, and it was pretty funny. And then the other game, it was Anders that wrecked him. Pretty funny, actually.
So obviously you don't have Solemn Strike.
I would definitely be playing 3 Strike if I had them.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd probably take out these 2 and then one of the Horn of Heavens,
Fair enough.
just because the card is nuts.
Why no Fire Lake? Do people just do BA players just
Fire Lake is just not good because it targets and destroys. Like against Cosmo, which
Half
you
the time
mainly
you're
want,
Beatrice anyway, so
and also due to Beatrice being a card, it's just.
Still think it's decent against back row, but apart from
It's just
that,
BA players just going to go into Beatrice more often now,
Yeah.
so you can't really target it. You can't use it.
Still not a fan.
Fire Lake's
So extra deck.
extra deck. Yeah, move on.
So 3 Dante. Thinking about going down to 2. The card's kind of average.
Okay, Jeff Jones.
Just kidding. The
Especially
card
with
is
the
just
breaks
nuts. You need to play this card. There's not much to say. It's just great. I played only 2 Beatrice because I figured a lot of people will just want to like Castell it, and I can just summon it back instead of needing a 3rd.
Yeah.
Also, I only have 2. I'll probably play a 3rd eventually, but
When your best friend picks up one.
like I have no friends, Jack. I play Yu-Gi-Oh.
When Senpai happens.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I'll definitely try 3. And then for I played one of these guys each because if Beatrice dies, you get one of them out. Pretty simple.
What do you
This
prefer
card,
getting out?
it won me a game, crashing a Beatrice into a 2/5 Infinity. Summon this, attack the game. The card's good.
Nice.
What do you prefer?
Pilgrim, easy, any day of the week. I'll probably not play Virgil.
Virgil doesn't seem
once
that good anymore at the
sometimes.
moment.
And then I played 2 F-Zero
Yeah.
because
Cosmo hate.
I really don't like Cosmo.
Fact.
And I feel like a lot of times they'll use all their resources to out one, and then I'll just summon another one. They'll be like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And it's just like GG. And yeah, I don't know. Also, if they just have like 2 destroyers, you make 2, steal them both, and attack for 6k. It's pretty lit.
Yeah, not bad. Standard.
And then I played 6 1-offs. Giga Brilliant actually won me a game against Cosmo a couple times because I make Pilgrim 3-1. But it's kind of trash overall. Levier. Play this card just because combos with Barbar or just stealing my Cosmo opponent's stuff. Like I stole their only copy of Goodwitch, so they couldn't get past my F-Zero.
Well, you can make Pilgrim 32 and just 31 not let Dark Destroyer kill him.
That's with that
It was
card.
brilliant, yeah, it was brilliant. 'Cause that's-
Nightmare Shark, attack directly for game. That's obvious. That's obviously why it's played.
Attack for 29. Pretty much.
Yeah, 29 if you Barbar as well, pretty much. That's the Golem, because, you know, you just need a 3k to get over some cards. I don't play Skill Drain, but the card's still good. Engineer, because I don't have a Break Sword yet, and this is just in this fill up. But I pulled a Break Sword today, so this card will be going out for a Break Sword. And then 1 Grand Pulse just to...
better Alucard.
It's a better Alucard, like, you gotta play it.
As we're saying, every
Wins me games by, if I'm going second open Ender Spell, pop one of their scales if they're playing Pepe, and then just win.
I feel like Grandpa.
Side deck, I played Wise Ultimate and Master Dragon Knight. I haven't got my Chaos Soldier yet, as this card says. LF, guys, I'll buy it, I have PayPal. I played 3 Veiler, just for Monarchs and to a lesser extent Pepe. Card's good. Veiler, Monarchs, they can't do much. It's, yeah, not much to say. Again, I brought out the Watson Limb because I feel like you need it for the mirror right now or for PKBA. Card's really good in those Minolce. That's trash. It's really good in those against those decks, and yeah, love the card.
Especially good against PK because they don't have a Virgil or anything to get over it.
Yeah, but then again, it's really situational just to get Virgil out in B8 anyway, so it doesn't make much of a difference.
So even then, very good card.
Very good card.
Sick deck.
For Cosmo and
7.8 out of 10.
for like other decks where I have big issues, 2 games still just to get rid of dudes. I sided in mainly against Cosmo, but if I know the Pepe player is playing that number 38 that negates spells, or if the Monarch player is playing like Vanity's Fiend and stuff. No, not Vanity's, sorry, Majesty's.
Yeah.
I'll side this guy in because most of my opponents want to go second. If I win game 1, they want to choose. So I just side in this card, Veilers or keep my Maxis, and side out some traps, and then my hand is nuts. And then for Cosmos, 2 Cybers, 1 Fortress. I don't have system downs yet. I'll be replacing these with system downs when I get them.
Why do you prefer system down over?
I just don't like how this summon can be negated, or you can just get this destroyed. You have to try to bait out the destroyer and stuff, but it's a lot easier doing it when you don't have to summon a monster after you bait it out. It's a lot easier baiting it out with the summon, and then just being able to go system down and just winning. Fortress is a good card.
Yeah.
Then I played for the mirror, 2 enemy controller. Didn't actually play against the mirror at all, so I haven't sided this in yet, but I assume it's good.
Was that sick tech you were talking about?
Oh, well, it's not my sick tech. I saw it in Noah Greene's top. It was a regional top 8. I liked his reasonings why to play it. Card seems nuts, so I figured I'd give it a shot, and I just didn't have to use it.
Seen Noah's video, what were the reasonings for playing?
Oh, it was just you take their Dante, use its effects. It's just your dudes are the same, so like it furthers your game state by tributing a monster, and then it lowers theirs by killing, because it doesn't actually put any downsides on you, so you can just still attack with it and whatnot. So you can go for the OTK with it. Also, it's quick play, so you can draw during their turn. And then it's got that second effect of being a you can change the battle position. So if they're going for an OTK, you can be like no. Card's good. And then for Monarchs, 3 restricts because I hate the deck. Still hate it. Still hate everyone that plays it. I'm sticking to my first deck rather than saying that.
Super opera deck.
Really not a fan of the deck. This card just destroys it, and yeah, that's why I play it. Card's good.
Fuck Monarchs and all their players?
Yeah, pretty much. I really don't like Monarchs, so...
So, apart from the enemy controllers, any sick techs? It seemed pretty standard.
It's pretty standard, I guess. Maybe playing the Dark Hole and the Regeki people don't do.
Yeah.
Also, just people didn't expect the Speedroid engine. When I played it, they thought it was PK, and then everyone sided for like PK. Well, it's really the same size, but everyone expected me to be playing PK, and I surprised people when I wasn't. And I reckon that might have helped me win a couple matches. 3 Max C, I guess, is a bit of a thing as well that I'm playing that not many people would. I feel like it's just really good when I'm going second, because I like going second, just to open this card, because that's just like game against Pepe normally. But yeah, that's probably it for any form of tech. There's not really many in this deck.
So what did you play against tonight?
Tonight? Only tonight? Alright.
And on Saturday, yeah. What did you play on Saturday?
Tonight, I'll do first because there's only 3 rounds. I played against a really trash Phantom Knight Minolce round 1.
Round 2.
No, it was round 1.
It was round 1. It was
I played against Liam round 2. It was round 1. And yeah, I mucked up. So game 1, I opened Vanities and he lost. Game 2, I opened Enderspell and he lost. That was basically it. The game was over in like 3 minutes. It wasn't a ruling dispute, he just forgot a ruling because he's a bad player. Just kidding. Shout out to Team Moonshadow. Go like their Blackwing deck profiles.
Come on!
They're lit.
Like that.
Alright. Round 2, I played against the cameraman himself.
Fellow team construct member.
He, game 1, I think I just opened better.
Yeah.
I don't really remember. Game 2, he bricked to shit, and I pretty much guessed his hand correctly when I twin twisted his scale, and all he had was vectors and masters in hand, so he couldn't do anything. Couldn't play Yu-Gi-Oh, so I just won the next turn.
Helps.
Yeah, he should pile shuffle, man. That might help. And then round 3, I played against Cosmos. Player I play against a lot at this locals. He's been playing the deck for a while.
Aaron, can make a vote. Mankovic, shout out.
Great guy.
Loves to do the pull.
Pretty good. Game 1 was a long match. I ended up winning because he infinity'd to get rid of my board, but I still had a Beatrice. Oh no, sorry, I still had a Dante. And then I added back a Sir, so I made a Beatrice. And then I Sir'd out a F.O.F in my grave. This was when he was on 2-5. So he negated it, putting his Infinity back down to 2-5, and then I was able to crash with Beatrice and then summon Pilgrim and then attack the game because of that 2-5. And then if he didn't negate it, it would have been banished. I would have attacked the game with Beatrice anyway. So either way, I had a game, calculated it out first. And then game 2, I got him down to about 1,200, but I only had 3 monsters in my grave that were BAs, and one of them was Barbar. And I had a Sir and a Cyber. I couldn't make the Cyber because it just wasn't time the turn before. Because like I said, I had to bait out stuff, and in the end I couldn't even summon it. I misplayed a little bit. And then he had just pilots in defense, but he left his Levier in attack mode, which was 18 obviously. So I summoned Cyber, because I knew he had no pilot, ships in hand. Summoned Cyber, summoned Sir from hand, Sir dies, summoned Barbar, banished the only 3 I had left, put him on 300, and swing for game over the Levier. And then yeah, that was game. Oh, it took a little bit of thinking, but in the end it was a pretty simple play. Alright, so on Saturday, round 1, I played against a kid playing Lightsworn. Not much to say there. I actually dropped a game because he double JD'd me after black rosing my board, which was because I bricks.
Lightsworn Academy on Facebook, like and subscribe.
God. Terrible group.
Minerva.
Round 2, I played against my boy Jack, part of the group. You've all seen him. He's playing Cosmo. I destroyed him 2-0 in about 5 minutes.
Was not in a good state of mind that night.
Yeah, he was feeling a bit edgy. And then yeah, that was pretty good. Round 3, played against Monarchs. I lost game 1 in a long match just due to him having more resources than me. Game 2 and 3, game 2 I opened anti-spell and he opened 6 spells. Game 3, he didn't brick, he opened alright, but I just was able to just do things with Beatrice during his turn and he couldn't do anything about it. Round 4, I played against Magicians, a player I played against a couple times at like a regionals and a locals, and he's a really good Magicians player. Beat me both the other times I played him really easily. But this game I beat him also 2-1. I also lost game 1 to him. I lost a lot of game 1s surprisingly.
Scrub.
Just because I lost the dice roll a lot really. Yeah, basically won game 2 to anti-spell again, and then won game 3 just to Beatrice shenanigans. It was like the exact same thing, only different deck against. Round 5, I played against Pepe, against Dom Italiano, really good player, great bloke too. Game 1, I don't remember, it was 2-1 again, I don't remember which games were which though. I basically only won because he bricked though in game 3. If he didn't brick, I feel like I probably would have lost, but I can't say for sure. He probably would have outplayed me, I don't know. Really good player. And then I was 5-0, I was the only player 5-0 because there were draws and whatnot. And then in the last round, me and my opponent ID'd, so I finished first on Swiss because he was already 4 wins and a draw. So I finished first. Top 8, I played against a really good Cosmo player. Plays a special schedule build, but no like Powerwell or Double Shot or anything like that. None of those cards.
It
was pretty much the same as like a regular variant, just to play special schedule. And no.
Oh, I thought you did.
Nah.
Because it's actually good.
It's
Yeah,
not.
it's
not
not
for $60.
It ain't no Double Shot. It's not worth 60, but like it's an alright card.
No, but he didn't play enough.
Game 1, I OTK'd him.
Yep.
Game 2 was a really, really, really long match. But he finally won in the end because I just ran out of resources and he had to close my town up so he could just keep on bringing stuff back. Game 3, I OTK'd him again. I love this deck. OTKs for days. Better than Cosmo as well. And then top 4, I played that same Magician player again. And both games, because I lost 2-0, I opened... I don't know where I put it. I don't know where it must be in here. This card. I opened this card with like nothing else, and there's nothing I could do. Game 2, I opened this, a Valar that I sided in, a Rubik, and 2 back row, which is twin twisted. So I just instantly lost. Game 1, I don't remember. I was a little bit more playful, but like not worth. And then yeah, that was it. And then I got my prizes and I pulled jank. But yeah, today I pulled well.
I heard you pulled good stuff today.
Today from Wing Raiders, got Break Sword and a Fog Blade. So nearly there on PK Fire. Just missing, I guess, one more Break Sword and one more Fog Blade now, which is pretty sweet.
So finally, any shout-outs you'd like to make?
Shout out to Watson Lim. Oh, it's more of a call out for Watson Lim. He didn't show up today when he promised he would.
He's a liar.
And it really disappointed us. Like, we were excited to see him for the first time in a while.
Me
and Liam were excited to see him.
We genuinely do miss him, don't we?
Like, we really do miss him. And like, he's my favourite bad player. I do kind of miss the 3 wins, but he's my favourite bad player. Shout out to all of Team Construct, Russian for actually showing up for once, Liam for losing to me, Jack
Telling you to main deck and spell.
Liam for telling me to man deck and as well, yeah, whatever. Jack for just being here with money. Brando for showing up for once as well. He still left early.
But he did better than most people.
He did alright. He lost some Monarchs because he sucks.
He beat me.
Who else is in our team? Finn. The Finlay Lloyd, who rocks up and then has to leave right before the event because he forgets he has to go out for dinner with his family. But yeah, shout outs to all them. Shout outs to Team Moonshadow, like I said before, Christian and Aaron.
Best team ever.
Good blokes, bad decks, but good blokes. Shout out to Guff for, you know, allowing me to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And giving me locals wins. Yeah, that's probably it.
Thank you so much. Congratulations on the top 4 and the win today. This is Team Construct signing out with Mitch Harris, first place.